Babu's Game Room.
Alright, hello everyone, I am back, and I am going back into the Safari Zone. I am going to catch my Tauros, hopefully sooner rather than later, and I have maybe half an hour, but hopefully half an hour will be enough before I have to stop playing for today, and I really want to catch that Tauros today. So thank you for joining me on my quest to catch everything in the Safari Zone today. Where did I leave off? I think I was talking about students in Korea versus other countries, and I think I was saying that students in Japan, from what I've heard, don't like sharing their opinions very often, but Korean students do, on average. There's definitely going to be some students who don't like sharing their opinions and others who really like sharing their opinions no matter where you go. Oh, no, I don't want an Reno. No. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. I don't want you either. Bye-bye. Okay. Uh-oh, did I forget how to get there? I did. No, I didn't? Uh-oh, am I going the wrong way? Well, I guess I wasted the money for this one. But one thing that I noticed with Korean students is that some of them really don't want to share their opinions on certain things. Okay, crap. Went the wrong way. That sucks. Can I fly? Ducks can't fly here. Yeah, I guess that would just be a waste of money, wouldn't it, ducks? This is where I go down. Maybe I'll encounter one Tauros, please? Maybe? Maybe I'll catch that one Tauros, please? That would be really cool if I caught one. I'm not talking as much this time because my throat has been really clogged up this time. Because I just ate lunch, I guess. Going back into my Pokemon journey. Yeah, okay, yep. No, this is probably going to be a 2+1 episode this time. 2+1 episode. So I'm still doing okay with my money, but I'm a little disappointed in myself that I forgot the directions. So I think to use Surf, you need to either have the badge from Saffron City or from Fuchsia City, and I don't know which one it is, but I don't have either of those badges, and I don't want to collect them right now. So I will not be surfing to catch Tauros, even if that might make it a little bit easier. Okay, this is the fastest way to get down there. Nope. Okay. I feel like I had such a nice path going on last time that I completely forgot now, apparently. Here it is, here. Okay, good. I wonder how many steps it takes me to get here. Let's see. Get into the grass. It takes half of my steps, about half of my steps, before I can encounter my first Pokemon. So that's why this has been so much harder. But I think Tauros has been the hardest one. And maybe that's because I'm also thinking about how long it took me to even find this area in the first place. Maybe that's a big part of it. That I saw a big Pokemon, I got excited, no, just another Venomoth. So, children in Korea and their opinions. So in general, most students seem to like sharing their opinions, and probably similar to Canadian students. I'm not a teacher in Canada, though I've been a tutor with small groups of students. They really like sharing their opinions, actually. They like telling me all their things, but maybe there would be gender differences. But in Korea, there are definitely big differences in whether boys or girls like to share their opinions. Boys are excited to share their opinions at every age, unless they, just don't like you for whatever reason. But as girls start to get a little bit older, approaching middle school ages, like the preteens and whatnot, the younger ones really like sharing their opinions, but as they get a little bit older, some of them don't like it. And it's like, I get the sense that liking something, like enjoying something, it's like childish to some girls, and disliking something that someone else might be seen as rude. And, I haven't asked them too much about it, but just based off of, the answers that they write in their books and the things that they volunteer to say in class and whatnot, that's the impression that I get. And especially when it comes to food. I love talking about food. I mean, I don't know how many trips into the Safari Zone I just spent talking about food. So whenever I can talk about food, I like to bring up food in class and talk about food. And, it's great. It's like, I want pizza. I like tteokbokki. It's useful for already out. Okay, 2+1. Okay. So food is a useful discussion point because, pretty much everyone likes food, or so I thought. And it's universal. Everybody eats. Everybody has to eat. You might as well eat something tasty, right? And it's usable in so many different grammatical structures and with so many different verbs, and usually really relatable. What's your favorite food is a really good one to ask with the younger kids, but then as the girls start getting older, some of them, not all of them by any means. I don't know if it's the majority, but maybe half, I don't know, maybe a third of the girls will completely stop talking when it comes to food. There was one activity where, in their workbooks, the students were supposed to draw a picture of their favorite food and then practice writing, my favorite food is whatever. My favorite food is hamburgers. My favorite food is rice. That's a really popular one with the young kids. Their favorite food is rice. Like just plain rice. that one always makes me laugh and a little bit sad. It's like, expand your horizons, but that's okay. They're young. They will eventually. They just eat whatever mom and dad make for them, right? But some of the older girls, they realize that they have to draw something that is food, and they have to write a sentence. My favorite food is that they have to do that, and they don't mind following instructions and whatnot. And then after these activities, I have the students either show their picture to me if they don't want to show it to the class, or show it to the class if they want, and most of them do. I always give them the choice, and then they have to say my favorite food is whatever they wrote. And that's no problem if the students have to write like my favorite movie, my favorite thing is, those kinds of things, no problem. But when it comes to food, that's when some of the girls they didn't want to say anything. They drew their picture, they wrote their sentence, my favorite food is whatever, and then they covered it with their hands. And they didn't want to admit to liking food. And that was really strange to me. And this was, after I'd already been here for more than a year, and body image is really, really important in Korea. And you can see people who are a little bit maybe overweight or whatever based on like the BMI standards of overweight, not obese. I don't think I've seen any obese people in Korea. But people can be a little bit chubby, but most people are very slim and very fit. And for me, I've got meaty legs. I don't know if I'd be considered fat in Korea or whatever. I'm not considered fat in Canada by any means. I used to ride my bike all the time, and that's probably where it started from, like a lot of muscle in the upper thigh. And then also in Korea being maybe a little bit lazy. I don't know, whatever. Okay, Tauros. Tauros? Yeah, Tauros, okay. I always mix it up with Taurus and Tauros because they have like similar levels of significance to me. Astrology and Pokemon. No, Pokemon is more important. But I mean like Tauros, Dex filler Pokemon, and astrological sign. It's, just all fun and games kind of stuff, right? But I mix them up. Okay. Yeah, I guess that must have been a Tauros. That's why he didn't let me catch him. Got offended because I didn't like his horoscope. I don't know. Yeah, so the girls didn't want to talk about their food. They didn't want to show their pic. Oh, another one. Okay. They didn't want to show their picture. And I was like, I have to see that you understood the activity and you wrote your sentence and, you got the right grammar and punctuation and spelling and everything. And like, did you write the name of the food? Oh, they keep running away. Okay. I actually had a good feeling about that one. I shouldn't have. Well, having a good feeling doesn't work. Saying good things doesn't work. It's just chance, I guess. Okay. Yep. And so, eventually they showed me their picture, and it wasn't like it was anything abnormal. Like, I think one of them had my favorite food is ice cream. One was like, my favorite food is strawberries. One, my favorite food is, I don't remember. It was just, normal kind of stuff that kids would write. And especially based off of the vocab that they're learning, where it's like very basic, sort of universal-ish kind of foods. I think this is my +1 in my 2+1 episode this time. Oh, body image. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, body image. Most people are very, very slim in Korea. And not like, eating disorder territory, but just very slim and fit. Being active is very important in Korea. You'll see people hiking and cycling all the time, which is great. I mean, I wish there were more things like, a Scyther. Maybe I can catch this. Probably not, but I'll try for Safia. So anyways, yeah, slim, fit. No, can't catch that Scyther. Slim and fit. Being slim and fit is important in Korea. And actually, even the kids feel a lot of pressure to have that perfect body, which for me is super, super depressing. I mean, it's great that kids want to be healthy. It's great that kids know that, eating too much chocolate is not good for them. And that, some kids will say, hey, I've had 3 little chocolate bars. I don't need a 4th one. And not because they're full, but they'll like show restraint. It's kind of restraint that you might see in an adult or a teen or something. Whereas I feel like in North America, kids have a chance to eat candy, and it'll just be, if you give them unlimited access to candy, you're going to have a kid with a stomachache. Korea, depending on the age of the kid, then not as much, because there's just more awareness about health and healthy eating and exercise, and those are the good sides. Bad side is that, you have to have that perfect body. And I'm sure a lot of girls in the West are very familiar with that. Guys, probably to a lesser extent, but in Korea, you can see it in the young boys too. And this is elementary school age children, and they'll sometimes like refuse things because they're on a diet. They're like, no, I'm on a diet. And I mean, maybe it's a kind of polite refusal, but sometimes they'll bring it up in contexts where, you know, they're not like being offered food that they might not like or something. They'll just say, oh yeah, like I'm on a diet. Like I'm on a diet, so I need to eat like rice and fruits, and I don't know why rice would be a diet food, but I'm sure I've heard that before. They can only eat plain rice, no meat inside, and I won't claim to have any idea of what like a Korean diet looks like. But anyways, kids say that they're on a diet, and it just hurts me to see, because I love food. I love talking about food, and then young kids who are not at all even chubby, wouldn't even be considered chubby in Canada, are like, no, I'm fat, teacher. I don't like chocolate because I'm fat. That's really sad to see. But I mean, it's just another cultural difference, right? We've got the same problem, just starts a little bit later and doesn't affect boys as much as it affects girls. So I'm guessing that is part of the reason why the girls didn't want to talk about their favorite foods, and maybe why they chose like strawberries as their favorite food. I had a feeling that was going to run in the first turn. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I've never been big on like, you know, gotta have the perfect body and everything. Oh, crap. I mean, it's obvious for those who know me and know, you know, how I like to eat food and everything. I'm not fat. I'm not super skinny. I don't know what I am. I like food. Okay, so let's think of other topics to talk about Korea, life in Korea, because I'm going to be here for a little while, and I'm going to need something to connect to the next episode, like something that, like a segue to kind of end this one. I've only got 80 steps left. Let's see, I've talked about the food, I've talked about the kids, I've talked about... Oh, okay. So... in Korean culture, like a lot of East Asian cultures, respect works a little bit differently. So what I'm used to in Canada is everybody is supposed to give everyone respect. And, you know, maybe something like with parents and children, you know, kids are supposed to give their parents more respect, and employees are supposed to give their bosses more respect than average, and things like that. But anyways, I will talk to you guys about respect in Korea next time, and I guess respect in Canada. And remember to have an awesome week and an awesome day, and I will see you next time where I hopefully catch a Tauros. All right, goodbye.